This song is Scarborough Fair. It's one of the releases for May of 2021. My granddaughter Catalina and I went to a medieval fair in Olympia several years ago, and a fellow was playing Scarborough Fair. And I told him I thought it was newer than medieval times. He said, "No, actually, it's from the 1200s." And I said, well, I guess the version I have is a bit updated, so it's a song that's been around a long time. It's been updated and revised and periodically modified, and all this time it stayed in folk literature and song and lore. I wanted to give you a chance to see what it might sound like at that time. There were five dialects in England at that time, and you went from people didn't move around much, so you went from county to county, and people talked differently. So I've got a little excerpt of a Middle English text. It's called the Ancren Rule, or the Rule of the Lady Hermits, and we're talking about flatterers in here, three types of flatterers, and I'm going to try to read it to you as it would have sounded back then, and let's see what we can do here with it. Vicularis beath triocunes, the forme beath vueli no, the other thou beath worse, the third yet beath alle worst. The forme if a man is good, praiseth him before himself, and maketh him enow rethe, yet better than he bail. And if he saith well, or deeth well, he heaveth too high up mid over presunga and herunga. And any mistakes in the translation belong to me. Well, we're going to do the song here. Okay. D minor. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one that lives there. For once she was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without any seam or fine needlework, and then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to wash it in yonder dry well. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, where water ne'er sprung, nor drop of rain fell, and then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to dry it on yonder dry thorn. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, which never bore blossom since Adam was born, and then she'll be a true love of mine. Oh, will you find me an acre of land? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the sea foam and the sea sand, or never be a true lover of mine. Oh, will you plow it with a ram's horn? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and sow it all over with one peppercorn, or never be a true love of mine. And when you have done and finished your work, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, then come to me for your cambric shirt, and you shall be a true love of mine. cambric shirt was a shirt made out of fine linen or cotton that was woven finely like linen. The Swahili word for this song is Simba, lion. I hope the Simba isn't hungry when I'm around. Okay.